Morning. Just before we go to our CTV update, I just want to introduce you to something that we just put in, and it's called timestamps or chapters in the YouTube videos, so that you do not have to watch the whole video. You can just watch the section you want to see. And let me just show you how this works. I'll just share my screen here for a minute. And let's go to this one. That's one I wanted. Yeah. And so if you go to your video here, you'll get the link. This is my link to it, but you'll get a link like this. If you click on the link, you can see that at the bottom of the page, you'll see this thing called Show More. So if you click on that, you can see now what's in that edition, but even better, it tells you what's in each of the chapters. So if you just wanted to watch, like this was last week's video, we had the Nick Taylor win, US Open, Town Hall update, and so on and so forth. If you just wanted to see what happened with the intersectional results, you can just click right on there, and we're talking about the intersectional results. So you'll be able to see that on every video, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. I hope that helps, and enjoy this week's update.
Welcome.
Hi, John.
For our update for
Morning,
this
John.
week. I'm in my Florida gear. I've got my sandals on. I've got my golf shirt on. We're outside. I got my shorts on. Fantastic day. One of the hottest days on the longest day of the year. So this is wonderful. Just a wonderful day to be out here. Got a lot to talk about today. Don't forget to look at your chapters for things that you want to listen to. But the first thing we want to talk about is the US Open winner, but also the US Open that first day. We thought it was going to be tough. I guess the 43-yard fairways or 60-yard fairways and the no wind took that out of the equation. We got 2 record-breaking rounds on that day. Guys, what happened? What happened on that first day?
Well, that was USGA. I think was a little bit cautious. Didn't really US Open firm up until Sunday. I would have liked to see that a few days earlier, but great event, awesome architecture. Thought Rory would have made a couple of putts. I think if he makes anything on Sunday, he probably wins, but well earned by Wyndham Clark. Pretty cool. Finished, I think, in the top 2 made cuts. He was 75th place twice in majors prior to that event, and then goes out and wins one. Pretty cool.
Good for him. Your prediction was kind of a little bit off on that first day. Everything under par.
Historically, U.S. Opens are tougher than that, right? I mean, it's always right around even par, +1, +2, and yeah, boy, were we wrong. The course played phenomenally, but that's what you get when you have a beautifully manicured golf course. Yeah. Perfect playing conditions. The fairway were a little wider, greens were a little bit more receptive on that first day, so scores were low. But what an event! And you know what? I mean, I was certainly rooting for Ricky. He's been so close so many times, but in the end, you know, Wyndham Clark winning. It was a great event, great Sunday.
He was steady at it. He just never had. Now, some people won some money here.
They sure did. So our U.S. Open pool had a great turnout, great subscription. We had about 40 members in the pool, and we paid out the top 4. So once again, only one person picked the winner. Only one person picked Wyndham Clark.
Oh, wow.
The rest all went with other names, which is fine, understandable. But we had Greg Jarvis winning first place in the pool. So congratulations, Greg. Well done. Your wife has already talked to me. She's spending all your credit. Sorry, Greg. She's already been scoping out the golf shop. But in second place, we had a tie with Diane McLaughlin and Bill Bennett, who actually played very well, or placed very well in our last pool. And coming in fourth place was Ryan Valley. So all 4 received golf shop credit.
Well, that's wonderful, and I didn't hear my friend Steve Arrowsmith's name there, so that usually wins all these things.
Yeah.
Okay, we had a party on Friday. Can we just do a little wrap up of that barbecue party?
The second large event with the 60th anniversary celebrations. We had a pretty good crowd by the time Friday came around. We had over 70 in the house. The band was tremendous. The band was really well received. House was rocking. Some walking down the sidewalks could look into the house and see all the lights, see the band playing, which was pretty neat. And Doreen Keir line dancing. Doreen was doing the Macarena. We had 50 on the dance floor, and Chef and Chelsea did a great job tasty food. It was tremendous. It was a good party.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. And we know we have one more 60th anniversary event this year, and that's near the end of the year, and so we look forward to that. We had our intersectional team tryouts this weekend, and what you're seeing on the screen are the qualifier, the people who qualified for it. It was a good. It was a really. We've got some good teams going out there.
We got a great team. The Intersectional Qualifier did conclude on Sunday. So the women concluded on Saturday, and then the men had a fourth day of qualifying. So the Intersectional women's top point getter was Erica Chamberlain, and the men's division was Jared Coyle. Both are reigning club champions, so no surprise there. They both played very, very well. We're very excited for our teams this year. The Intersectional hosting for the men is on July 9th. It's going to be at Rideauview, and the following week on July 16th, it's going to be at Highlands for the women. So we are ready. We're going to be cheering them on, and it's going to be a strong team.
Good luck to both those teams. And there, you know, I mean, it's nice to be in the A category. We get to see that Rideauview Hunt Club matchup every year, but I think we're going to give them a little bit of a run this year too. We got a good team.
Some good new rookies on the team that are upstart players.
Yeah.
A good little youth movement, which is neat to see.
And it's like everything else. You want to play the best, and we are playing the best. And so our guys, I have every confidence that they'll do well. We had a senior men's interclub championship here, or tournament here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 4-round thing. They play at each of the different clubs: Champlain, Pembroke, us, and
Renfrew.
Mm-hmm. And we did fairly well in our tournament. We didn't win this one. We came in second, but we're in second overall.
Well, that's right. So yeah, we hosted. It's called the CRC, the SRC, the Senior Ryder Cup, and it's all throughout Ontario. It's down in the GTA. They've actually got teams now up in Ottawa playing. So a lot of clubs in this area all compete against each other for an overall standing, and then there's playoffs eventually. So if you finish within the top 2 teams in your division, you actually then advance to a next stage. But our team did well. It was on Monday. They were playing 2-man best ball format in match play, and it was great. Everyone who came, like all the visiting clubs, so Champlain, Renfrew, and Pembroke, were just absolutely amazed with the course conditions of our club. Like, we had so many compliments on the the greens, the fairways, everything. And right now we're sitting in a very strong second place position after 2 rounds. So we're hoping the next 2 rounds will go well for us.
Well, in terms of the course conditions, I can't argue with you on that one. It's hard to beat them. You can calmly tie them, and maybe, but we are very lucky here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an intersectional qualifier for the juniors this weekend, I understand.
That's right. So now that we've concluded our men's and women's, now we're going into our junior division. This Saturday and Sunday, next Saturday and Sunday will be the 4 days that they're eligible to qualify. We have about 20 juniors signed up. New format this year. So there's in previous years there was a gross division and a net division for juniors. Moving forward, it'll only be gross. So everything is there's no more net involved. So we're getting all the top players from the club playing, and we're also we're going to Rideauview for the juniors as well. So it's being hosted at Rideauview.
Oh, that's wonderful. I know I ran the junior program here for close to 15 years, and back then it was net, but we had at one point all the players on the junior program had handicaps less than 4. And we would be going into places, we'd be giving up 180 strokes, and it was almost impossible to win. Our guys are so frustrated. So yeah, that's wonderful. Hey, listen, I got something for you. I'm in Florida this winter. It's hot, it's 90. I walk every day down there, and my head was taking a beating. The baseball cap just didn't do it. So I went and bought a Titleist hat. And the Titleist hat looks a lot like this one. In fact, exactly like this one, except this one has a Carleton logo on it. This hat is absolutely wonderful. I bought one for here. It keeps the sun off your ears on the back of your head. It's like wearing an umbrella, for crying out loud. And I wore it every day because you'd be out in that hot sun. This kept you cool. You didn't have to worry about it. Guys, in the pro shop. Great deal on these hats. And I understand we have a Canada Day demonstration in the pro shop.
Yeah, so we just launched on social media a great Canada Day display. So we have all our reds and whites out on display right now. It's looking great. So Kisa did a great job preparing that yesterday and today. So we have you covered. If you're looking for some fun gear to wear for Canada Day or just regular golf gear, come see us in the shop. We'll show you what we have. Canada Day is right around the corner. With that, we have our golf flag game that we're going to play as well. So we really want to support everyone and you know, show your true Canadian colors. Wear the red, wear the white coming up. But yeah, and just to touch on the pro shop, it's been going great. You know, the support from the members has been phenomenal this year. So thank you for all that. And look at your new hat.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I'm cool already. This guy's dying here in the sun. If he had worn this hat, he wouldn't be dying right now. Listen, you've already mentioned one upcoming event, Canada Day, and the flag game.
Yeah, the flag game. Just to add a little bit there. Very inclusive event. It's full handicap. Right, it's a lot of fun because you can put your score on the flag, your goal target score, and we want to see as many flags out there as possible. Hopefully, all into the shop if you beat your handicap, but it's really neat to see flags on 16, 17, 18. So consider doing that. It's a low-cost event, and very inclusive.
Sounds like fun, and we also have some member guests coming up.
Correct. Yeah, the member guest, the teams and the committees have been working extremely hard. Organizing. The women have a great Margaritaville theme, and that link has been sent out. There's a unique link run by Judy Scaife. If you have any questions, she's handling and managing the registrations for the women's member guests, and by the time this video is launched, we'll have some details for the men's member guest. Registration for that event will be available online on the calendar through the website.
Great. That's wonderful. You know, the ladies, they do such a great job with their member guests. It's always a party. They are party girls, I tell you. They really know how to throw one. Guys also have fun. Hey, don't get me wrong, you know, but it's pretty well the same thing every year. With the women, they do it. They do something different, and they always have a good time. A couple of fitting days coming up.
We do. So while you're watching this video, we just had a Cobra fitting day Thursday, June 22nd, and then we have an upcoming fitting day with TaylorMade. TaylorMade is going to be here on Tuesday next week. So Tuesday next week, which is June 27th. So yep. If you're interested in either, call me, email me. We'll get you an appointment. There's still space. Love to test out all the new product.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. Another great week. I'm looking forward to a great day of golf today. And until next week, guys, play well.